Yesterday, I gave you guys a tutorial on how I went about making these wavy save the dates. I pretty much went through the process of how I created these in Canva and brought it into Design Space. But honestly, I did kind of leave you guys in the dark as far as how to go about printing these and how to get it perfectly centered on the front and back. So of course, today I'm going to walk you guys through that. If you missed yesterday's tutorial, make sure you click that comment to go back, but this is where we left off. We have our design in here and we are ready to go ahead and send this off to print. When it comes to this wavy style, it is not symmetrical, so I need to go ahead and copy and paste my background. Then the design for the back that I created in Canva, I am going to bring it in the same way we did yesterday. I'm going through my layers really quick and making sure everything that I want on the front is flattened together, and then doing the same exact thing with the back elements. If you don't do this, you are risking your Cricut thinking it needs to cut out all the design that you have inside the invitation. Now, full transparency, if you guys saw the original video, you'll notice that the outline was not on the back design. But just for this tutorial, I want you to see how I perfectly line this up, so I'm going to keep that on the back. So now after you've clicked make and you're now in your preview screen, we're going to see that both the front and the back are on different pages. Unfortunately, with 5x7 invitations, you will not be able to get more than one on one page. Because of Cricut's censor marks that it has to make when printing, it won't allow for more than one to fit. To get your design to print perfectly on the front and back, you need to put this in the center of the page. So if you notice in the bottom left, there is a little zoom in feature. We want to get as close as we can to getting this as centered as possible with that little top guide that we have in this space right now. And honestly, that first little guide that we have there will fit a 5x7 perfectly. So do what you have to do to try to get this as best as possible right in the center. Like I said before, zoom in as much as you need to. I honestly try my best to get my image lines on top of those guidelines and do the same exact thing with the second page. Then honestly, to check myself, I zoom back out and I click between the first and second pages a few times. If it appears the rectangle doesn't move, I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna nail this. Now, when you continue on, we are ready to go ahead and send this to print. Make sure your printer is selected. I am turning off the bleed since my offset is white. And as always, turned on my system dialog so I can play with the finer printer details. If you are new to Cricut and you're new to my page, please do me a favor and always turn this on, because you are going to get a crappy print if you do not do this. Then 99.9% of the time, I'm coming over to quality and media and changing my print quality to high. It always makes a drastic difference, so I always recommend everyone doing that. And another thing I recommend doing is doing a test run with some printer paper. There is no need to waste your cardstock until you get this completely right. Once your front design is printed, I now have to send this back through my printer to get the back on there. Be extremely mindful of how your printer prints. What I need to do for mine is flip this page horizontal. My printer always prints the top first, so I need to make sure it does the same exact thing on the back. When your sheet is set, go back over your computer and send it through to print exactly the same way that we did last time. Just make sure you're clicking on the second page. Now, once you have the back printed, you want to make sure you did this correctly. Hold your printer paper up straight and try to get somewhere where it's good lighting, where you're seeing the back design through it. If you notice, I only see the front wavy design around the outline and I'm not seeing it on the back, but it is printed. That means this is perfectly aligned and we did this correctly. A clear tell that it's not going to come out centered, it's something like this. Clearly, if we send this through the Cricut, it is not going to cut correctly. So want to make sure the Cricut sensor markers are also in the same place. Now, since my test run was successful, I did go ahead and print this onto cardstock paper. Add your cardstock paper to a light grip mat and then go ahead and send this through your Cricut. Before you can send it through, you obviously need to select your material. I usually go with heavy cardstock and I leave it on default pressure. Now, a quick little side note that I should point out, it does not matter which side is facing up when you send this through your Cricut, but whichever side you decide to keep facing up, you need to make sure you select that on your computer screen before sending this through. If you have the opposite selected, it will not cut correctly. Just fair warning, because I just rushed through this and I did exactly that. This video is a second take of it, so just learn from my lesson. Now, once you peeled off your excess paper, you'll notice that on the back, it is also cut perfectly. And that's really all I do to get the perfect centered invitation designs on both front and back. Make sure you save this video and give it a try for your next event.